I hate filming. It's the most painful moment. Look, he's in pain. He's in pain. No, guys, it's hard to film. This land of encounters, because all my films, they start with an encounter. I never write anything before, I don't do much research. I just immerse myself in this hypothetical space. And the big investment for me working as a one-person crew is definitely time. Three words are important when I film. It's like subtraction, to take off information, transformation of reality in something else through metaphor, through images, through lighting, through structure. And the structure starts from the first moment when it's not starting at the editing, the structure. The structure starts when you start filming. Subtraction, I mean, to take off information more and more. I like the audience to have the freedom of entering in that space and becoming interactive with my film. I don't like to deliver the answer. The concept was at the beginning, this sense of stratification, this sense of time, this sense of place that moves constantly between the present, the past, and hypothetical future. And somehow the film is a reflection on the weight of history and this idea of a suspended time. There's also a character in the film, Maria, who is digging under the Archaeological Museum of Naples, which is like treasure place, where everything comes from the past. And there is this incredible archaeologist that I met, and then there's a moment that she's looking for fragment to put together the memory of the past, and she says at a certain point, it's like living in a suspended time.
È come essere sospesi nel tempo.
And that's for me became the root, the core of the film, the idea of creating constantly this element of suspension.
Hello?
For me, it's not so much important in my work, the difference between documentary and fiction. For me, what is important is the difference between true and false. And where is the truth of that moment? That's what is important for me to look for. For me, the truth is the distance that you create between the subject and the lens. Because that frame has to contain also what you don't see. This is for me very important. And I learned this lesson from Bernardo Bertolucci when I won in Venice with Sarkogra. And he told me, you know what I love about your film? That it contains also what is not in the film. You can perceive things that you left out, but are all there. And I started thinking about that. I was shooting in black and white. It was a black and white chip in the camera, so that was a decision that I took from the beginning. This film has to be black and white. It cannot be turned later in black and white. The amazing thing is you have to learn to look at things in black and white. It is a process, a mental process. And black and white somehow force you to see things differently. And I love about filming black and white that what you feel, it becomes already part of the past. Filming in black and white, I cannot film with the sun, it would be too much contrast. So I needed always to have these shades of gray there, that it gives the space, the interpretation to the film. So for me, the clouds are my companion when I film. If there is a day of sun, I either go inside, or I stay in my hotel, or I wait, and I wait for the right light. It helped me to create that sense of timeless, that sense of transforming the time. And I wanted to create also a link with archival footage. more I was filming, the more I felt like there were images coming from this abandoned, from this unexistent screen, you know. So again, I felt so much the force of memory is like this screen that was abandoned for 25 years, didn't have any more projection on it, still was alive with the memory. So the archival somehow in the film becomes like a story on its own. So this abandoned cinema becomes alive again through the memory of this unexistent screen. That's somehow for me is a metaphor that yes, maybe cinema is dying or cinema is not there anymore, but there's still the memory of the past that is there, and that's what we have to keep holding on. Because you did a very good encounter with Daniel, and it was so important. You know, this happened at the end of the shooting. 2 days before, I called him and say, Daniel, you have to say me yes. I know you're gonna win the Oscar, but you have to tell me. So he literally came from Los Angeles to Rome with his with the Oscar in the luggage, and he saw the film. And he engaged in the film, and then he started working on Testament of An Lee, which is a beautiful film. So there was an incredible trust that only a person like Daniel could embrace in the right way what I needed in the film. That's the beauty of documentary, experimenting, find a new language constantly, experiment. Don't complain if you don't have a budget, just go there and do your film, you know? Some people say, I didn't have the money to do it. Come on, now with the phone you can make a great thing. You have to adjust idea, time, and work in so many other things, and take your space to do it. The last scene of my film, I want to raise a question. When we're underwater with these Roman statues, the question is like, is there still hope? Our civilization is not condemned to end up like the statues at the end of the film, the Roman statues. Are we condemned to that, or there is still hope in this world, you know? But then the question that we should ask is like, what we can leave. At least the Roman left that those statues that after 3,000 years are still underwater with incredible beauty. Are we able to live beauty? Are we able to live strength, thoughts?